Hi, I'm Teryn and welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, if you're new, I make a lot of skincare focused beauty content as well as fashion and life content. If that interests you, please be sure to check out my other videos and subscribe. So in this video, I'm showing you how I got this look. I'm getting ready to go to a food truck festival and I'm gonna be outside. It's really hot already. It was like 72 degrees, the high is 82, but it definitely feels a lot warmer than it is. The kind of makeup look that I'm going for is one that can stand the test of heat and humidity, but I do want to have just like an overall natural kind of glowy, sweet look. So I am gonna start off by priming my face. So I'm gonna prime my face by using a setting powder and a primer. So I have this Sephora Beauty Amplifier pressed translucent setting powder, and I'm just gonna like brush this over my face just a little bit before I set the primer on my skin. So now that I've done that, the primer that I'm going to use in this video is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I actually bought the brush for this e.l.f. Putty Poreless Primer, but it broke. So I'm just going to use one of these plastic things that I have for my skincare routine. So I'm just going to set it there and like make sure that I like kind of get that crease. So smooth that in, and then I'm gonna go over with this translucent powder again just to kind of set it some more. I have very oily skin, but I still like to try to get that dewy look when it comes to my makeup. So the next part I'm gonna do is to curl my eyelashes. I always have to curl my eyelashes. If I don't curl my eyelashes will hang into my eyes and irritate my contacts and so on. I'm not sure where I got this eyelash curler from, but you can buy like the ones from e.l.f. too. I am going to start off with my eyebrows. Like, I don't really have a particular order that I stick to. It just depends on kind of like what I'm doing and focusing on. So I'm going to just do my eyebrows first. So I just kind of brush them into like how I want them to kind of shape. And I'm actually going to brush them up a bit. I'm going to be taking this NYX eyebrow glue, and then I'm going to kind of brush them back into place with the glue. I really like that laminated brow look. I try to achieve like a happy medium with just like how I do my brows. So you can see I try to achieve like a happy medium with my brows. Kind of like a laminated but like just regular eyebrow look. I let that kind of dry a bit, and then I kind of fill in the brow. And then I just kind of brush it out just a tiny bit, just so you don't see any of the harsh lines. Okay, so I am going to go on to the eyeshadow, just kind of starting off with the eyes. So I'm going to be using this NYX Studio Photogenic eyeshadow base. I've had this for a while now. So you just take the applicator and just spread it across your lid. I'm gonna try to spread it on kind of thin just so it will hold it. I'm not trying to get this to last like the entire day. I'm gonna be using this Urban Decay Naked Honey palette. I bought this a really long time ago and this is my first time using it. Like, look at this. I love it. And then here are the colors. As you can see, I'm gonna keep it like kind of basic. Like, I try to keep like my eyeshadow looks, it's just a daytime food truck festival look, so like nothing too crazy, just enough to like you know, if I want to take pictures, it was like cute, but like nothing too crazy. So I'm gonna be using, oh wow, oh, this is the honey stick. They went for like that honey stick look. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Should have opened this a long time ago. But I'm gonna do a neutral eyeshadow look. So I think I'm gonna start off with Swarm, which is kind of the, which is like the lightest brown family matte color in here. So I'm just gonna take this brush, just kind of like jab in there. And I'm just gonna use this on the base of my lid. And I used to be a lot more into makeup. I think the pandemic made me put a back seat to makeup, and I started focusing a lot more on skincare, even though skincare has always been my focus. But I feel like just sitting in the house like with my skin, I was like, you know what, let's step this up a bit. And then like the stress of being in the pandemic and like job searching caused me to break out a bit, and just like, you know, it wreaked havoc on my skin. But I'm in like a better place now, and my skin it's improved so much. I can't even try to put myself down. It's improved a lot. And then to kind of make it the shadowy look, I'm gonna go in with the Drip, which is like the second darkest brown family. It's still like a warm brown. So I'm gonna go in with the opposite side of the brush, with like the fluffier side of the brush, and just kind of put that in the crease. But since I haven't been doing a lot of makeup, who are your favorite makeup YouTubers to watch? Like, even if they're on TikTok, who are your favorite makeup people to watch? I feel like makeup has definitely taken a back seat when it comes to content, but I think people are kind of coming back to it. Like, not that it really left, but a lot of people did turn to like skincare and like just like health and wellness and like lifestyle content. I feel like since I like haven't been doing makeup as much, my skills have kind of gotten like, I'm losing my skills. I'm gonna add some more of like that Swarm base color to my lid, just to not have it be so like dark and smoky. And then I'm just gonna keep like blending this, because I don't want it to be like a super harsh look. Just to soften up my eye look, I'm gonna take like this brush that I have like some powder on, and just kind of like blend it up at the top with like the color of like my skin. See, so it's not so harsh, because I have a pretty wide eyeshadow space. I'm gonna finish this off with this Maybelline Great Lash Clear Transparent Mascara. I'm not really big on mascaras, just because I like to have it very easy takedown when it comes to taking off my makeup. So I'm not super big on mascara. And then I also don't wear false eyelashes or get eyelash extensions. I would wear false eyelashes, but like I don't have a reason to wear them. I do have some, but I haven't worn them in years, meaning that I bought some new ones, not that I've had some for years that I'm gonna put on my eyes. But I just haven't worn them, but I do keep them in case, you know, that opportunity arrives. This brings out my natural eyelashes without me having to kind of feel like they're kind of caked. And that's why it's important to curl your eyelashes, because that way you can really like see your own. For my foundation, I might just use this foundation stick. I've used this, I think, on my channel before, or maybe I didn't. This is the Pinch of Colors Honey Silk Waterless Tint. I've had this for a really long time now, and I hope they still make it, but I hope that they have it in more shades. So I'm just gonna like apply it to this. Better closely represents my skin tone in the warmer months. So I'm just gonna apply it there, nothing too crazy. And then it comes with a brush, but I'm just gonna blend it in with my own brush. I use this. Also, let me know in the comments if you have any makeup brush recommendations. I really want some new makeup brushes. I need some new makeup brushes, so let me know what your recommendation in the comments is. I like to go for a makeup brush set, but if you just have like you know, a good brand, I can obviously just build my own set. Just let me know in the comments if you do have some recommendations. I'm not gonna do no contour. I'm not really in the mood for any of that, but I will do like a very like subtle light like under eye, and I'm just gonna take this color and just, this is the Anastasia contour powder kit in medium to tan, and I'm only really doing this because I don't really put foundation like that under my eyes, and I don't think I really caught it in this video, so just to kind of give it something. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick with that single layer of foundation. I might just like drag some down the center, just like give my skin some color, or like give it some definition. I am gonna go back in with the Sephora translucent powder, and I'm going to spread that over my face over the foundation. So this is another touch that gives me more of like a not as greasy, sweaty, like, you know, this helps my makeup stick for the rest of the day. This is something I've been doing since like maybe college. I would say high school, but yeah, like I've always had oily skin, so I always try to find like tricks. But what I'm trying to do is like adapt my tricks to not have like such a matte look. So I have two powders. I have this Mented powder that I love. I have it in the loose setting powder in medium deep, and then I also really love the Sephora Micro Smooth powders. While I really do love this, I'm just going to use this because it's easier since this is a compact powder versus that one is a loose one. So I'm just going to use this, and I'm just going to go back in with that brush that I used and just put this over my face, and it covers up that translucent powder. And it kind of blends in everything. See, like, so it's matching. Okay, and so to round out my look, before I do like lips, of course, I'm gonna take this e.l.f. blush. This is the primer infused blush, and it's in the shade Always Rosy. I really do love blushes. I think they're just like, they add such a nice touch to a makeup look. So I just put some across there, and I kind of just like apply it up the cheekbone, like kind of 80s style. That's just what I like. I know some people kind of go across, but I feel like this kind of brings like some angles to my face because my cheeks are kind of round, or they are round. And then if I feel like that's like a little bit too much, I just go back with my Sephora or my Mented powder and just kind of dab some on the brush and then just blend it out some more. And then sometimes, if I'm like really concerned, I might go back in with this and like kind of put it in my spots that are likely to get like super greasy, and it's translucent. But then what I really like to do is take like a makeup primer spray. So I have the Scandinavian ones, and you know, you just shake it up. I have a big bottle, but this is like, I'm pulling stuff from my travel makeup bag. I try to make sure that I either apply my mascara well before I do this or after. So you just spray it across your face, let it sit in. And then sometimes I do like to take the brush and kind of just like pat it, you know, pat the makeup into the skin. But to finish off with my lips, I will likely be wearing a mask today. So I have this clear lip gloss. I don't really remember who this is by. I think it's like by a makeup, like a Hollywood makeup company, but Revlon has their clear lip gloss. Word to Megan Thee Stallion. And then I have this NYX butter gloss in Angel Food Cake. So I think I'm just gonna start off with this one. It's just a very like sweet color. This is my complete like spring summery makeup look that is going to last me through this hot, humid weather. I will put links to all the different products that I use in the description box. And don't forget to let me know in the comments, who do you watch for makeup videos on YouTube, and also what are your recommendations for brushes. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought in the comments. As always, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment for more videos. Thank you again.